Bro, the battle shit is crazy. You ever thought about that? You ever thought of being a battle rapper?
I battled before.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of situation?
Like I used to go to like ciphers and shit, and like as just like a handsome nigga, people always try to approach me and battle me, whether they even heard me or not.
They would just see the do-rag glistening and they would be like, I'm gonna roast this fool. Oh, really?
Yeah. Once I became like a teenager, my hair started getting hella curly and shit. I was just like full pretty boy. So I just had like an afro, curly afro.
Explain waves to the people out there, quite a large percentage of them possibly being Caucasian or at least not really like familiar with wave technology. And myself, you know, I gotta throw myself in that group a little bit too. I know about it, but I don't like really, like what led you in the direction of the waves?
I mean, the waves really chose me, bro. That's really how it went. I just cut my hair a little low because I wanted to start over. I had dyed my hair. I was going through a horrible breakup, and you know how white girls always do something drastic and dye their hair. I was going through my white girl phase. Yeah.
You know, new ass
like,
breakup,
fuck.
new ass.
And then I didn't want to dye in my hair no more because my shit was falling out from stress.
What color were you doing?
I did platinum.
Nice.
Yeah.
A little dark.
Oh no, that's the wrong color. I did like platinum silver.
Oh, okay.
Type shit. Yeah. It's anime influence.
Every young man has that stage in his life now where they got to try out the hair dye from it, right?
Bruh, God, and my shit just fell out, so I had to cut it all the way low, and it grew back, and I just was brushing it just because my shit it stands up and curly, and I didn't want that one to lay down. Bruh, and I woke up with kind of a little bit of waves.
And you're like, I got to chase this.
And I'm like, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
Now that the wave guys that came into my life and decided to bless my scalp with the swell of anointment.
The flow of the ocean. Who wouldn't want to emulate the ocean?
Right.
Because the other day I was at this poetry reading. My girl made me go. And then I'm looking at, there's a dude right near the front who has crazy waves. Like his hair just was spinning. And then the dude on stage, sort of similar length hair, but it's just regular. And I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, I totally understand the instinct to get waves right here because that shit does look way cleaner than just having your hair regular.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you do it? It's an enhancement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But what actually is the process like? Is it hell? It seems like a lot.
I mean, it's easy to fuck up too. The thing about waves is you maintaining a look that you only gonna display a couple hours a day. Because you gotta have your hair laid down. You gotta brush it all the time. Then if you on the healthy side, you gotta wash your shit, condition. You know what I'm saying? Brushing style. It's a lot. It's maintenance.
It's only for a really fly dude who's really about chasing his best self.
Exactly. Exactly. If you love yourself, you into self-care and shit like that, and you can get them, get waves.
Teach me a little bit about where you're coming from, what your upbringing was like, how you grew up.
Yeah, I'm from Oakland, California, West Oakland to be specific. I grew up in a Filipino and black household. I am Filipino and black.
Oh, okay.
And I'm from the mud, really. Can I?
Yeah, whatever you need. I don't know what you're about to pull out here, but I respect it, whatever it might be.
I need to make, so I bought some stuff for mimosas.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this.
You know, y'all be smoking cigarettes and shit. It's just not bougie enough for me.
I hung out with a girl back in the day who brought all of this equipment into a Denny's, and she poured up mimosas in the Denny's.
I've done mimosas in Denny's.
Okay.
The Denmosas. I've been there. I'm no stranger to it.
You're a Bel Air drinker too, huh?
Yeah, you know, I hate people who be doing organic product placement, but shout out to Bel Air.
Shout out to Bel Air. They sent some stuff through recently. This is, in fact, the kind of show that you might want to advertise on Bel Air. Just think about it. Look how good your bottle looks on camera here.
It's so pretty.
It's beautiful.
Black and beautiful like me.
It's always weird when I'm in here drinking coffee and the other person is either drinking lean or smoking a tremendous amount of weed or like I'm just getting my day started. I don't know how alcohol is going to really like adjust in my body right now.
Well, I'm an alcoholic and this is what I've been doing.
Right.
But back to my
Your
origins.
come up.
Yeah. I was raised really by my mama. My pops climbed the window to the second story, took my mom's virginity when she was 13.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then had me. He was only 16 at the time. So she had me when she was 14.
Wow.
Yeah, she raised me. My pops really didn't know how to be a dad, so he was doing the like young nigga. I didn't want to get that girl pregnant, but it is type shit, you know.
But he was around to an extent, like you knew him and shit.
Yeah, he was for sure, but I never had like a, all right, we finna go play catch in the park. Or like, here's how you tie a tie.
Right.
All that shit was Google. Google was my stepdad.
Google was my stepdad. That's a good bar right there.
For sure.
No, I hear that. I think about shit like that too. Like my dad didn't teach me how to fucking change a tire on a bike. I had to figure that out myself. We didn't have Google.
None of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
My pops didn't teach me none of that shit. But he kept me fly for the most part, outside of my mama buying shit, and we seen all the movies. When he was in jail, he used to draw me pictures, and then that's how I started drawing.
Okay.
Because I'm heavy into the art shit.
Really?
This is how you make a perfect mimosa.
Yeah. Show me what parts.
You want to just go ahead and get that champagne in.
You got like the whole cup full, basically.
I mean,
Maybe
you know,
half.
it's a lot of bubbles.
Right. Yeah. Probably.
So you got to pour past the bubbles, and then just put the right amount of orange juice.
Splash of orange.
Yep.
You didn't even put any in. I feel like.
It's enough. And that's a guapmosa.
That's a guapmosa.
Cheers.
Cheers. Shout out to the new coffee spot across the street. I don't even Agency Coffee Co. They're gonna hear about this. Come to Melrose and go to Agency Coffee Co. instead of Starbucks.
So, moving on. Growing up, I was like the golden child. I always was super smart, straight A's, all the like gifted and talented programs.
Really?
Yeah, I went to on an art scholarship. Went to private school, a French international school in San Francisco.
Wow.
Where I would then travel the world.
You traveled
on
the world
exchange program.
when you were in junior high?
No, high school. Junior high, I went to a charter school called KIP.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you relate to that environment? Did you do well in the private schools? Was it a lot better than what you believe that regular schools are like?
Oh no, it was a whole different thing.
Really?
Like a completely different thing. Like niggas was struggling with like basic algebra and shit. And I went to a pretty good charter school, but it was still like niggas struggling, and then me being like one of the top 5 students in the whole middle school, going there and just being like,
just thrown into it.
yeah. You ever see that kid, that gif of the I say gif, not gif. You ever seen a gif of the black kid from like whatever 90s kids show and the wind's blowing? He's like,
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's my favorite.
You ever have that experience where you're watching some show or movie and then all of a sudden you realize what a meme, like I was watching The Wire and there's a moment where the dude Weebay goes like,
yeah, in the store.
and then that's like a fucking meme. But I never watched The Wire before, so I never knew exactly what that was referring to. I just thought it was some shocked dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that out too the same way because my brother liked The Wire, and I only watch cartoons.
Oh, okay.
I don't like shit with humans in it. So he was like, "Oh, that's from The Wire. That's my nigga from The Wire." And I was like, "Yeah. Have you never seen this meme before?" But he don't got Twitter, and Instagram don't post gifs. You know what I'm saying? So he never even seen that.
Yeah, Twitter is it's such a world. Are you really on there like that though? Twitter is hell.
I'm on there. It's just you get the hellish side of Twitter. All I get is just like
Yeah.
bitches in my DMs and like rappers either tweeting me back or acting like I'm not a rapper. So it's cool for me. I'm at peace.
Yeah.
I'm at peace on Twitter.
How'd you go from being in those charter schools and wait, where did you travel the world to?
Germany, France, Japan.
Did that open your eyes a lot
Yeah, for sure.
to the potential that was out there?
It just not even just the potential. It just like really let me know this is a whole ass world. Especially when you like black in the hood, and I'm in West Oakland. Like my classmates is dying over the years from like middle school and up.
Right. So you're seeing, like, all of a sudden, you're around people that have no idea what it would be like to see somebody your age get shot.
I went to school with like some niggas. Like the dude who gave me my scholarship, his pops, because that's how small Nitty was. There was no like scholarship program. It was just a board of directors with hella money. Like, all right, we like these couple kids, so we just gonna pay that shit. And the dude who gave me mine, he like designed weapons. and like what would become part of the first drone, like the Predator, that the first, yeah, he was helped on that project. I went to school with Michael Morris's kids.
Wow.
He's a venture capitalist that like originally invested in fucking Google, Apple, and Craigslist.
So basically, you were able to see both sides, the hood, and then the rich motherfuckers. Because I mean, like you're kind of like personifying and describing what the Bay is like now, where you have like insane consolidation of wealth. You have certain towns where it's like the richest areas in the country, and then like a couple miles away, you have the slums.
Yeah, it was honestly ridiculous, but it was cool. Like now I still like do my best to try to tap in with like my real homies from the school, and we kick it sometimes, but like they be traveling the world and doing them, and some of them are back in the Bay.
Is it hard for some of them to understand what you're doing now?
Not I just feel like they only see the clout part of it, so they get hella juice. Like, oh my God, like you made it so far, you doing so well. Yeah. Drake posted you, oh, you feel. So like they don't know because they just looking at it from like the white person perspective. It's just like what they see, and they like that.
And they don't know that you're grinding.
Nuh-uh. They don't know none of that shit.
When did like becoming a rapper become part of what you were thinking you were going to do with your life?
I was throwing parties back in the Bay.
Okay.
I was throwing wild Project X themed parties, and they got crazy. They spiraled completely out of control.
You were what age?
This was 18 through 23.
When you say out of control, you mean in a sexual nature, or were you getting in trouble for the parties getting out of control?
Literally everything.
Yeah. That
you can mention. That we started off, we were throwing in with these dudes, the frat house boys.
Wow.
Some North Oakland and Berkeley niggas, and they came to us and was like, y'all look like rappers. We want y'all to basically help us promote this thing, because at the time I was the most internet famous kid in the Bay via Tumblr and Facebook and shit, just off being handsome.
So you were a meme before you were a rapper, is what you're trying to say? I
always found my way to be a meme. I was a meme before the term meme had been coined into like current jargon,
right?
Because I just make stuff cool. So that's what it was. It was me and my niggas making stuff cool. People thought we were rappers because how we looked. So these dudes wanted us to be the face of their parties, and then it ended up being our brand because we were the face. And like literally, first party, it was Project X1. It was downtown Oakland at we was calling it the Event Center, but it's now a complex. A dude named DJ Truth owned this building. It's like one of the only black-owned buildings in downtown Oakland, right? We did like 1,300 people, and this was like huge for us, and there was no fights, no shooting, no nothing, and we had it all on camera. We went to the back room, and them niggas counted up 26,000 in our face and gave us 20% to promote, and I was like, yeah, we ain't doing this no more.
Yeah, you were like, I gotta get all that money?
Yeah, I want that.
So then you took it upon yourself to just, so you're talking about the frat boys gave you 20%?
Frat house boys, yeah. That was their name, but they wasn't in the actual frat.
Okay.
They was just, all the Berkeley and North Oakland in the Bay, it's hella frat houses there because of Cal. So they was in that area, so they was calling themselves the frat house boys.
Right.
Yeah, but I was like, this 20% shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah, that's ain't gonna last that long.
We 50-50 moving forward.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was that, and that's how I started in, just because people thought I was a rapper.
Right.
And I had already been rapping. Like, everybody walk home and they freestyle and shit. And me and my niggas like beating on the table and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was just like normal shit. I was just already good at it. So when we started rapping, it was obvious I was the best one in my group. But I was in a group called the YBs.
Okay.
And it was just me and all my brothers that still my brothers to this day. We just decided to focus on me because I was the best.
I mean, a lot of times the dude with the most charisma is the guy who should realistically be pursuing a rap career.
Yeah. And it was just like I remember they sat me down. My brother Von and D was like, look, we ain't trying to fuck with this no more. It's on you. Do it. And I was like, all right. But at the same time, I was scamming and shit. And it was hard for me to take it like all the way serious. All the way serious.
Were you selling drugs and scamming, or were you strictly scammer?
No, I've never sold narcotics ever.
Okay.
I have dibbled and dabbled in like marijuana before, but never nothing serious or federal.
I don't want to put you in a situation where you got to be describing any kind of crimes that you've committed, but say that somebody like yourself in an environment like the one that you grew up in were to get involved in scamming. What does that look like? Not you, but someone like you.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't me. But you know, I heard stories of people like taking a lot of road trips, going out of town, making a lot of ridiculous purchases and on other people's behalf.
Stuff like computers and
to them.
TVs, or are we talking like cars and taking out loans, or how deep did it go? Would you assume?
I would assume that it could get pretty deep, from like apartments and houses.
Wow.
Up until like maybe a motherfucker might have went in Home Depot and just had 6 ovens one day. You know what I'm saying? It's been things. There's been things.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, it's like a very different.
Phony tire shops.
Really? Wait, phony tire shops? Mm-hmm. So you're describing like a situation where you might be working with the business in order to sort of be able to scam better through the phony tire shop? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Just little things I've seen on the internet.
Yeah, just things that might happen. No, because my scamming career, which started very early, like 2003, and was probably done by 2005, it was very, we would go to the malls, we'd buy laptops, TVs, video game systems. That's it. Never went any further than that.
What was you just sliding, punching?
Yeah, well, we had a encoder, so we would buy accounts on this forum at the time. You didn't even have to go dark web if you wanted to get a bunch of accounts at the time.
Yeah.
You would just order them off some website, and sometimes you'd get like 100 accounts for $3 each, and they'd be trash, and a couple of them would work. Those were scary as fuck, and sometimes you'd spend $100 for one account or 2 accounts, and those would be the fire ones that you'd be able to be out there really going on for a day or two.
Mm-hmm. Microsoft, Apple, Utah had a full like Amazon like pickup place that
Really?
I seen some guy on the news going to.
No, yeah, because once I didn't even realize that people were doing like the cash advances and the buying cars.
Oh yeah, casino runs.
Whoa. That's an idea.
Yeah, credit unions, early Western Union stuff. It's all type of stuff that niggas in Florida was doing.
Right. Do you think when you hear like the city girls talking about fucking on a rich ass scamming ass dude?
Yeah.
You relate to that?
Hell yeah, that's my line. I scream that shit. I be like, ah, that's what you fucking know, bitch. Let me know something. I like that shit.
But what's funny about that line is that Yachty wrote that line for them, and Yachty
was a scammer.
Like 6 months before he got on as a rapper, got arrested at the mall for scamming. So he's basically writing a song for them where he's talking about wanting to fuck someone like who he used to be before rap. I think it's amazing that that's where his brain went.
Yeah. It's crazy the type of space writers put themselves in. It just kind of go to show his perspective and his talent.
Right. No, that is true, for sure. And it's actually really, I wonder what that song would sound like if they had written the verses. Or she
I
had
don't.
written the
I don't
verses.
even want to know because I like it as is.
Right.
That's like looking at the Mona Lisa. Like, I wonder how he would have painted that if, like, he had another brush. Like, for what? He had that one.
Right. Crazy. When did you really get... Okay, so you got serious about being a rapper, but when you start taking steps, because like the Guapdad that I know is like the Guapdad who's out here in LA, got management, working on his career, going viral every couple weeks. How did you end up here? What was the transition from up there to down here?
Man, I was getting money how I was getting it, and then I took a big L. And if you, especially knowing what you was doing, I had Bitcoin before... like the whole boom and bust of it.
Really?
Yeah. Just like dealing with a few business partners of mine in the Ukraine.
Uh-huh.
And I had it offline on a drive.
Okay.
And I was just storing it on my offline wallet, just trying to stack it up.
Uh-huh.
Then I was gonna cash in. But a lot of the ATMs that was popping up had limits. And then I started seeing less and less support for like USB plugins because niggas was hacking them and shit like that.
Really?
It was getting wild. So I couldn't do nothing with it. And then I lost it in a transaction.
And there was how much on this hard drive?
At the time, close to like 30, 40 bands.
Wow.
And that was it. I was done. I cried about it.
It hurt.
It hurt because it was everything. And to me, that was like, this is what I'm doing it for, because I'm finna cash in and really go hard and at this rap shit and like do this. Because at the time, I'm in the basement in West Oakland at my granny house, and like my mama just got out of jail. My pops is, you feel me, he here and there, up and down. I'm fucking with him, and it's cool because when you fraudulent, you can live your best life, but you can't like sustain it financially. You know what I'm saying? You can afford it though.
Yeah.
But it only is that access is situational, just depending on if you get approved or not. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like, I was just done with that shit, man, and I called Fat Man. Tears in my eyes, like, man, I'm just trying to come out there and rap, like, fuck this shit. And he talking hella much like he do, and he was just like, come out here. He's on tour with Young Pinch, this is other artists, and he's like, we on tour right now. I'll give you the code to the live box to my studio, make some records, go in there. He said, I'll give you a couple, it's like Little Caesars, you can go get some pizza. And
good stuff.
It's a 24 hours down the street. Take a shower there. But I had bitches. So I had bitches come meal prep for me, and I had niggas in LA, and I was taking a shower at their house, or like fucking the bitches and taking a shower there. So it was easy for me to like
Move around like that.
and move around and shit like that. But I was living in the studio.
That is one thing I will always say, or that I will say about you right now, is that whenever I see you pull up on the block, usually you're on some sort of motorized rental scooter or wheels bike, and you always seem like you got Henny in the middle of the day, and then you always have like a new girl around you that you're just hanging out with for that day, and a lot of times it seems like you just met them like an hour ago.
Because and it's crazy because I don't ever know when y'all doing shit. I just be on my way to Fairfax because I'm hella cool with Pink Dolphin and 424. They both Bay Area brands. So I just be on my way to see my partners, and something's going on over here. I'd be like, of course.
Right.
Of course.
Of course we're standing outside.
Yeah.
Playing kendama with a security guard.
With 6 cameras and like random people auditioning and weird face tat dudes.
Dudes in wrestler masks.
Yeah, that shit was wild. I was like, yeah.
But that's just an average day for you? Was you just like wake up, go out, start up the Lime, cruise down Melrose, see a girl, start talking to her, hey, you want to roll with me? Okay.
Nah, I don't like knocking bitches in public no more. They either got to come to me or it's just all on the internet. Because in public, I can't go through the prerequisites that I need to go through in order for a girl to successfully be in my presence.
What are the prerequisites?
She got to know that if other girls come up to me, I'm not going to disrespect her, but at the same time, I'm like, she not my girlfriend.
Right.
And she need to realize that I'm that nigga, and that comes with a certain amount of interaction with the opposite sex. So unless we got like some type of serious ties, just hold down real quick because I need to take care or something.
Right. When was the last time you were in something serious, like at all? You do that?
Yeah. I mean, I got somebody that I fuck with on and off like forever, but like even she know I'm just like on my Elvis shit right now.
Right. You're feeling yourself so much that she's gonna have to understand that this is not a two-way street. Yeah,
I mean, but it is a two-way street though, because at the same time I give her the freedom to do what she want to do. Okay. I'm not like a controlling, insecure nigga. She could do whatever she want to do.
Right.
As long as doesn't embarrass me, and I don't find out about it, I don't care.
So if you found out that she was getting pumped out by, ASAP 12E.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you're just gonna take it on the chin. You're gonna be like, all right.
I can't fuck with no bitches from like her city, or bitches that she specifically tell me not to fuck with, and she can't fuck rappers.
I don't know why ASAP 12 came to mind. I was just trying to think of somebody who was like cool enough that you would give a fuck.
I fuck with 12, shout out 12.
Yeah, shout out 12. But I don't even know if I ever met him. But just like in the sense that like it's one thing if you're hanging out with a girl and she got a boyfriend and some random ass dude that you're never gonna meet. It's another thing when it's like a dude that you know or he's gonna be around. You're gonna see him and you're gonna see them give each other a weird hug.
Yeah, nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Hell no.
Yeah, that'd be complicated.
That's like if I'm in the NBA, you can't fuck a nigga from another team.
Yeah.
What?
No. Fuck a dude from the bowling alley.
Bruh, something. There's handsome niggas everywhere. You can find a big dick. You trip on the street and trip on a big dick, bitch. You could go. You could find that.
You could trip on a big dick.
Go get that. I just don't want to know about it. It got to be a ghost big dick. There's a gnat in here.
Yeah, man, that bug. You might have just got it. I feel like that bug has been here for years. Just a single bug. So there's always like one fly in the interviews, and you'll just slowly notice the guests starting to notice it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Did you get him? I missed him.
We got a whole team working on this bug now.
The bug officials are coming in. We got exterminators on the way.
So you kind of like took your scamming skill set, I guess you could call it, alleged scamming skill set, and then like applied that to the rap game.
Yeah. It really was me. I went viral by accident, bro. It was never a planned thing. It was just like started on my birthday. I was just like, I'm finna drink all the Hennessy, catch all the Pokemon, eat cup noodles, never be broken in mind. And that shit just went crazy.
Really?
I had like this whole bitch, because I was pimping at the time too.
I was going to ask about that, but...
Yeah, and she was like putting money on me, and you know what I'm saying? I was just feeling myself, and I told my brother Vaughn, I said, turn the camera on. It's time to be a star.
Right.
And then I woke up and it was viral.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, damn, I went viral for my birthday. That's crazy.
Just from you sort of talking shit?
Just talking shit. I would then spend a year from 24 to 25 trying to recreate that moment. Nothing was working because it was inorganic. I was trying to I was like doing what like Fat Boy and Bunk and shit was doing before they came around. But it just wasn't hitting for me, because you could tell it was kind of disingenuous. It's just like, I already do crazy shit in my life. If I would have just do what I'm doing now, just recording my life, instead of like purposely trying to, I would have found myself going revile way earlier.
The skit line is a weird line to cross. Like, I've seen a lot of rappers give it a shot and try to sort of capture that 6ix9ine, Fat Boy, Bunk, whatever the fuck you want to call it, energy. And it can be tricky, because you could very easily make yourself look like a goofball doing that.
It was just corny nigga shit, man. And the reason why the universe didn't reward me is because the stars know I'm not a corny nigga. Like, I'm sure the lords in player heaven was looking down like, we not shining our effervescent lights of bitches and money upon your bosom.
Right.
Because you tripping.
Yeah.
Get it together, my nigga. And then I did. And then I started going viral again.
Right. And what do you think the difference was that made you start to have that success again?
Man, I was just being honest with the internet. That's what I went viral for, and that's what I rap about. So anybody who seen me go viral originally and clicked on like the SoundCloud shit that I had up would know I was just talking my normal shit, being honest. There was a disconnect. Like, when everything started melding together, it would start working different.
Right.
Because I was keeping it real in the songs, and I'm keeping it real on the internet. I feel like you see me just like from pure internet stuff, and that was like my introduction to a lot of the people on that space.
Right.
Was just like going viral. Oh, like, that's the funny cat. He's funny. And we knew what it was.
But do you think that has ever stopped people from taking you serious with the music stuff, just that they know you as being funny? Because let's be real about it. Like, you know, Boom, Fat Boy, they all rap and stuff. But just because you know who they are, you follow them or whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go check for it when they put a single out.
Yeah, nah. I mean, of course it stopped people. Like, it stopped me from taking people like that serious. In my own respect, just like being a fan of internet people and shit like that. I feel like, I don't want to say it's human nature, but it's very common for somebody to peg you for whatever your niche is supposed to be, and that's it.
Exactly. Whatever they first know you for.
Like, so unless your rollout is like, you this super multifaceted dude, you motherfucker got your hands in everything, you fucking Kanye West from kindergarten up until now, you know what I'm saying? Then people gonna be like, whatever you came out as is what you're supposed to be.
Right.
It's that and we pre-programmed like that. I was watching High School Musical with my little sister.
Right.
And that big song in the cafeteria is like, no, stick to what you know. And it's telling people to stay in their lane. I'm like, damn, I love this song in middle school. And it was telling me to like only do what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
That's the lamest shit ever.
I mean, the basic gist of it is that it's very hard for people to consume complex ideas. And like you know, just because it's like you put people in lanes. Like imagine like all the basketball players that you look up to and shit that you think are fucking dope as hell. They're rich as hell.
I don't look up to any basketball players.
Not look up to, but you know, you look at them, you're like, damn, that dude's dope. He's doing his thing, whatever.
I mean, actually, let me stop there.
Chris Mullin?
No, I really fuck with KD. He showed me a lot of love. Me and Buddy, every time I see him at select events, we chop it up. Talked to him recently. He's healing up. I love KD.
That's what's up.
Shout out my nigga.
Damn. How'd you guys get in touch?
I met him at a Drake party.
Oh.
And he previously hit me up on Instagram. Well, he didn't hit me up, but he posted a song that I got with my brother Buddy.
Okay, yeah.
From Compton, Shameless. He was like, last year, he's like, this is my favorite song of the year.
Right.
It's like, your verse my favorite verse. I
Wow.
love this song. I listen to it every day.
That's amazing.
I was like, God damn, that's hella raw. So I met him at Drake's New Year's party at Delilah's. He was in there. He was just chilling. A lot of people smoking and shit. He was just like away on his own thing, just chilling. And I walked up to him. I walked past him because I didn't even see him. And then he tapped me. He was like, yo, Guap, my bad.
Oh, it's okay.
He's like, yo, Guap. And I was like, oh, shit. Kevin Durant, what's up? My brother calls him the Durantula. I was like, what's up with
Why
Durantula?
You call him that to his face?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He smiled and laughed. I don't know if he ever heard it before, if that's like it's something that my brother Vaughn made up. Because that's what he says.
That's amazing.
My brother talks like how niggas shoot dice and they just Durantula. That's some shit that he'll do. Durantula.
Just hit you with it real quick? Yeah.
So that's where I got it. But I mean, he fucked with it.
How'd you get super tight with Buddy? People have been saying we should interview him for a minute. I got to get on that.
I don't know why y'all did it, buddy.
I don't know.
Exactly
I missed out,
me,
yeah.
but from Compton.
Okay, really?
And a little bit more like on the like super black hype.
Okay.
He's a lot more pro black than me.
Really?
But
That's good.
me and Buddy like
I embrace that.
like that's my brother.
Okay.
I go hard for Buddy all the time. Him and all his people. He met all my parents.
Really?
I met all his parents, all his family. He been in my house. I've been in his house.
That's a different level of friendship once you meet the folks.
Man, I met Buddy through this nigga named Zini. Zini is always been like in music and around. I guess he came up with like Super Duper Kyle.
Okay.
And he introduced us. And we met at what festival was that? Like the first festival I ever went to out here. Day and Night.
Oh, I went to that too.
Yeah, we met at Day and Night. And he walked up, and I had told the runner who was doing all the artist tent, because I was in Pinch tent. I was gonna come out with Pinch. And he was like, are you Young Pinch? I'm like, nah, I'm Guapdad. They just put me in this tent. This is my tent now. He was like, oh, do y'all need a new bottle? I was like, yeah, it's my birthday.
Right.
And he was like, oh, man, it's somebody else's birthday, too. I'm going to get you the big Hennessy. And bro brought me, like, the gallon of Hennessy.
Holy shit.
And I guess he said it on the radio, so then the radio brought me another gallon. So I had 2 of the big-ass Hennessy's on top of Pinch already having 2 things of Hennessy.
Right.
And I was just walking around guzzling and shit. And this is my first festival. I never been backstage and none of this shit. And I'm a West Oakland nigga, so I'm, like, stealing other niggas' sodas and shit. And I see a dude in, like, big like boxing shorts and like boxing shoes. I'm like, who is that? And he started doing the crip walk, and I've seen him go viral for crip walking overseas in like Dubai in front of some mosque.
Right.
So Zini walk up to him like, oh, what's up, blah blah blah, and I'm like, yo, I've seen you on the internet. He's like, I seen you. He's like, we both went viral. And I was like, well, he's like, it's my birthday. You got Henny, I got Henny. He came out and he had like the same amount of Hennessy. And it was love at first Hennessy.
There you go. What is it about Hennessy that just made you fall in love so much?
I don't know. It kind of always has been a thing. And I always get compared to Nas. For some reason, people think I look like Nas, especially when I take off and they see the fade and they see I'm just eternally handsome.
I can see it a little bit.
Yeah, they compare. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the like rap genius.
Yeah.
But Nas is with Hennessy.
Right.
And
That's true.
I've seen that. My pops drank Hennessy. It was just always been like a thing.
Yeah.
Just like a thing.
How did Hennessy just take over like the urban market? Like they run shit. I don't understand.
Man, I don't question it.
You're just with
I don't
it.
question it. I don't question how white people took over the government, they just run shit. Either you gonna finesse them or get with them. There's only two ways to go about it.
Well, I did a podcast a couple months ago where there were these girls that we were hanging out with, and they seemed like they wanted to get it fucking popping with me and my girl, but we were going to do a podcast first, so my girl wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'll buy a bunch of alcohol. I bought all this Henny and shit. These girls took like 3 shots. One of them was puking in the fucking bathroom. I was like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, Hennessy really tear you up.
If I hadn't bought any alcohol, I probably would have got to have that orgy, but instead I bought a bunch of alcohol and
Oh, no. See,
ruined
look.
it.
That's why. Was y'all taking shots?
Yeah, and that's the problem I was realizing is that, like, you know, I'm eating meals all day and I'm drinking water and I'm like hydrating myself. Plus, I'm like 230 pounds. These girls are small. They're like drinking water. They're not drinking water. They're not eating.
Yeah.
They're like maybe doing Coke or like having like a protein bar.
Yeah. Nah, see,
You
look.
start drinking with them.
You gotta
You're not
really
on the same
control
level.
the environment, especially with dealing with hella bitches. I like to only pour up 2 shots maximum and then mix. Mix the drink
Okay.
with very light alcohol contents because you got to get them. And I live in the valley, so out here, I got to get them back to the house. Then once we at the house, we could get absolutely drunk because a bitch could throw up and be like wasted and still be horny. So I just let her go sleep. Then
Right.
when she bounced back up, she could join in the festivities. But either way, we got to get to the house. And I never been an advocate of like fucking on wasted ass girls or none of that like borderline rapey shit.
Yeah.
So I needed everybody to be at their right mind when we arrive. If during sex, motherfuckers just get too drunk and you just got to tap out, all right, I don't care.
That's what I was thinking with those girls too, because after she was done puking in the bathroom, all of a sudden she's back to life and she wants to keep hanging out.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, you were just puking in the bathroom. Like, am I supposed to just believe that you're operating on my level right now? It seems kind of like, you know.
I mean, sometimes you got to throw up and get your mind right, man. You got to release them demons. And once you fully exercise the spirit of Hennessy, then you know what I'm saying? The Henny guys will bless you with a respawn. And now you got +1.
See, for me, it's just like every time I've ever puked from drinking in my entire life, I've been like dead. Like, absolutely. That was the end of the night. Nothing, you know, Pamela Anderson could show up and be like, yo, you want some top? I'd be like, no, I'm drunk now. I'm good.
First of all, I could be dying. And if she showed up, talk about she trying to suck the dust off the tip.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
in the whip. Shout out Zach Fox. I love you. It's my guy.
Yeah.
So it's just all about the pacing, man. You got to
Slow it down.
if any, like even when I do the bottle, I count the rotations. Like if we in the car, we passing around the bottle, I'll count that shit just to make sure like they don't get too wasted. Because all it's gonna take is like the ugly one that don't normally do this or the fine one that don't know she fine to just want to go home, and your night is ruined.
Exactly. One friend isn't having a good time, it's
Yeah,
over.
as soon as that bitch want to go home, it's a wrap. You got to keep. I'm the friendliest one to the ugly bitch. She gonna think we best friends by the time they leave, cause I love you.
That's like rule number 1. If you want to make a
Yeah.
good impression, is that you got to treat them all with
Yeah.
respect, because you know that when they get alone, that the fucking one that you were mean to is going to be seeding ideas into everybody else's head. Nah, let's get out of here. Let's go home. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they're like a bad. And that was the fucked up thing. The girl's puking in the bathroom, and then her friends just wanted to leave. Her friends were trying to leave her with us in that state. I'm like, well, that's really fucked up. You guys are horrible
yeah.
friends.
They some out of pocket bitches. They some out of pocket bitches.
Facts. Let me ask you this. So we got to get this story told. How did this whole Drake thing unfold? Because he just gave you a big shout out. He had you in a dinosaur costume. I just want to know how this played out. And I'm also going to order a salad on Postmates while you do the beginning of the story.
Okay. I mean, well, I just want to stop you with the way that you phrased it, because I see this as a thing, and that's like people's subconscious reaching out. He didn't have me in anything.
Okay.
I had myself in that costume.
You chose this.
Yeah, I brought up the terms of the bet. How I became friends with Drake originally, it literally was random. You know how you could click on niggas' Instagram story and you just replying at the top?
Right.
Like, oh, yeah, this is funny. Click to the next one, skip it through it, titties, I'm gonna stay here,
Right.
type shit like that. And he posted some OVO chains. And there was one with pink diamonds,
You're
pink
like,
and
"I'ma
yellow,
take
my
that.
favorite color.
Give me that.
I'm like, hey, that's hard. And he's like, yeah, it is, huh? And I was like,
He just responded?
yeah. And at first I didn't realize I was talking to Drake. I'm like, yeah, man, that shit is clean. And then I'm like, oh shit, this is Drake. And this is at the time where we ain't never met. I don't know nobody that knows him. It's Drake, the biggest fucking rapper in the world. And we got to talking, and he was just like, yo, man, I love you. I love you, and all of this shit that you've been doing. I think you fucking hard. I think you funny as fuck. I think you a great rapper. You remind me of this guy from this Netflix documentary called Wild Country. And I don't know if you've seen it, but it's about like the sauciest, most intelligent, most articulate, most ethereal cult leader.
Okay.
Who started his own fucking city in Oregon. He moved it from India to Oregon. And he had tens of thousands of people in this full community, and they started a city. They got into legislation, and he like was trying to make it a utopia.
So he told you that you reminded him of this guy, and you already knew who the guy was, or did you have to go and do the research?
I watched the documentary. Okay. Me, the homie Benji put me on to it to watch it, and me and Juice got obsessed with it immediately.
Really?
Jig Juice is my little brother. West Oakland, also amazing rapper.
What's the documentary called again?
Wild Country.
Wild Country. I'm gonna throw that on my list.
Yeah, and bruh's name is the Bagwan.
Okay.
The Bagwan just
that sounds hard.
It's just one of them niggas.
Uh-huh.
He know everything. He sometimes he'd go into the Bagwan rest like Odin, like Thor's dad, the Odin sleep, and he just wouldn't talk for 3 months to nobody. He only pull up in the Rolls Royce, big minks, big ass Chanel glasses, and just walk everywhere barefooted. Nobody's allowed to talk to the Bagwan. They don't even know if he eating or not.
Wow.
Only person who could talk and deal with the Bagwan was his bottom bitch Sheila. Fucking marketing genius, became like a politician, fearless woman. Like you should really watch it.
I emailed myself the name of it.
Yeah. And then Drake was like, that's you. And I was like, I know it is, nigga. I am the Bagwan.
Right.
That's me.
That's me.
And I was like, that's crazy you say that. I love that documentary. He was like, nah, man, you like my spirit animal. And I was like, Drake just told me I'm a spirit animal.
That's the craziest thing about Drake has got to be the fact that he's so observant of the culture at a time in his life where pretty much everybody would give him a pass on not knowing what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Like I assume Beyonce doesn't know a lot about all the up and coming rappers.
Yeah.
Drake seems like he's really in touch still.
Yeah, like I knew if I would to run into Drake randomly, he wouldn't know who I was. I mean, he would know who I was. I met Beyonce and she had no idea.
SMH, Jigga, what are you doing? Educate your girl.
I met Beyonce and Jay-Z same night.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that? You think Jay-Z knew?
Kinda. No, not really. And he was introduced to me as her husband. So it was. I don't want to talk about that event because that's like it was some private stuff on like behalf of somebody else.
The Jay-Z party that you went to?
And it wasn't a Jay-Z party.
Oh, but he just happened to be there.
Yeah, he was there.
Okay.
And it was something that I was happy to be invited to be in that space, and that happiness in that moment was wild. But I can't go into detail of that. Back to Drake. We just start DMing and shit, and then I make 5-6 songs a session because I work hella fast. And me and my producer James Delgado, who like I was starting to build the sound with at the time, who like does most of all my shit now, probably one of the hardest niggas ever. We made this song called Red Flags, and I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna send it to Drake. Fuck.
Ooh.
Fuck. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it. Even though my manager specifically told me, do not get drunk and send shit because I get drunk and get excited.
Right, yeah.
And I just send shit to artists. Like, get on this, or listen to this.
And once you have that Drake follow and you know you can send him whatever you want, but you don't want to cross the line because at what point do you become that annoying ass fool that is just harassing him and he's not going to pay attention to anything you say at that point?
But I'm a scammer and I'm a dance with the devil, baby. So I put on my hard bottoms like YG and shit, slipped and slide in my grown man's.
Right.
And I did the Alexander Wang waltz.
So you sent it over and what'd he say?
This is fire. He didn't reply for a day.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck, I ruined
Sweating.
it.
He's sobering up like, fuck.
I ruined it. I woke up and was so mad. I was talking to my bitch at the time and I was like, fuck, I fucking ruined it. Why didn't you stop? I was blaming her. Of course she had nothing to do with it. She didn't even know what I was talking about. I was in the shower yelling at her. You know when you just think about your life in the shower and the hot water sizzling on your neck, you got like 2nd-degree burns. The hair on your neck is permed and shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck. And then he responded and he was like, yo, Red Flags is fire. I've been listening on the way to the studio like 2 nights in a row. Been playing it for the boys. This shit's fire.
Wow.
And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I didn't ask him to get on it. Didn't tell him it had an open verse, nothing. I just left it at that because I didn't want it to seem like I was like super trying to like use him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know what he felt about it because I felt like it was a song that he would like. It was a beat that he would pick. And that remained true because he just dropped the song Money on the Grave and the beat sounds like Red Flag. So I knew I was in a good pocket when I sent him that. Like, I don't know. Call it like a budding A&R year. But I just felt like, man, this was it. Oh, I mean, not even that. That's giving myself too much credit because I be picking weird songs to put people on. But I was just happy that he fucked with it. And then we just moved on from there. It was, he was like, he was finna shoot a video for I was gonna be on Scorpion.
Okay.
And he asked me to send him something, and I sent it to him, but it was Scorpion would drop Friday. I sent it to him on Wednesday because he asked me Tuesday. And I went to the studio the next day, recorded it. We couldn't paper it in time. But I didn't know, my management didn't know, and it was like a weird thing. It was like shit, are we on the album or not? And in my mind, I was.
And you don't want to just ask over and over, right?
Yeah, so I was like, fuck it. But in my mind, I was, because he wasn't telling me I wasn't. And the last time I checked in, I was.
Right.
So I'm like, nigga gonna give me my whole interlude? It's gonna be Guapdad's interlude. I thought that was the sauciest shit ever.
And then the project comes out, and how are you feeling?
Not on it.
You saw the track list probably before you heard it too, right?
Yep, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't like, and then I hit him up about it, and he was like, "Y'all, man, I mean, obviously I've been dealing with the rollout stuff, and I hadn't dropped that actual thing yet. Like I dropped a project, Scamboy Color, but it was like my first project, and we was like learning the ropes, and my manager was paying for everything because we didn't have like a budget or none of that type of shit. So like I hadn't experienced, I didn't know how busy he could actually be.
Right. I'm shocked he even has time to respond to his DMs.
And he literally was like this with the shit.
Right.
And he was just like, yo, my bad, man. We just couldn't paper it in time. Like, I wanted to get it, but like the label just pushed back. He like explained the whole thing to me. And I was like, damn, man, thank you for that. So I was kind of bummed out. And I like was emo for like 2-3 days. And my manager was like, well, fuck it. And he spun it to get me like back in good spirits. And I never broke my bridge with Drake. He started coming out here and throwing parties and shit. Invited me. I started pulling up, and we just became friends.
Do you have a song with him, you said?
I believe so, but I ain't heard it.
Right. But you sent something through. Okay.
And he fully expressed to me that he want to get on it, and when the time is right, he gonna give it to me, and whatever that is, I don't know if he just like lil broing me or trying to do whatever, it don't matter to me because like I never reached out to like sign the OVO or like, you know,
right,
ride a nigga coattails. I always pride myself on putting myself in the position with just me and amazing management working our wiggle.
What was that one situation you had where you allegedly like scammed Drake into showing up to a party or whatever? I don't like how exactly did that play out?
It was a party in San Francisco, and they needed Drake to pull up.
They needed Drake to pull up.
Yeah, they wanted to book him, and I was originally told it was like a small thing. Like it was just gonna be like a small room, and the bag was amazing, and he was on this like Scorpion tour run. So he was like, yeah, nah, should I pull up? I'm like, yeah, nah, pull up. But if you do, I need a certain cut from this because it's an amazing amount of money. And I was selling tables for like 20, 30 bands. But he pulled up and it was definitely not what he thought it was gonna be.
What? It just wasn't totally lit?
Oh no, it was ridiculously lit. It was the only Drake party he had agreed to do in a separate city outside of his own private parties on the whole Scorpion tour.
But did he and or his management ever officially have the conversation about money or booking?
Yeah.
Or this was just a casual?
Nah,
okay.
he got paid. I got paid. Niggas got paid.
Okay.
But he pulled up and it wasn't at a small, intimate space. It was at City Hall and the mayor was there and there were 12 police escorts and 4 tables and like 3 levels. That's why he called it a Wakanda level finesse, because it looked like that scene in Black Panther where everybody just
They're
like
fighting on top of the waterfall.
Yeah, exactly. It literally looked like that. Like niggas was bringing out their best.
Wakanda level finesse.
Yeah, finam. That's my
okay.
word. Finam is finesse and scam.
Oh,
That's
all right.
what Drake said. It's like what kind of level finam? And I was like, yeah, big finam. That's what they call me.
Okay.
So that's what that was. I mean, but we were still. He didn't mind it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
It was actually his idea for me to tell people. Because he was like, damn, you finesse me, you need to tell people that.
Right.
Because Drake don't give finesse.
Yeah.
And luckily it wasn't a shiesty finesse, so I didn't like burn the bridge.
Right.
But it was Drake's idea for me to like tell people. So I was like, all right, nigga, shit, let's make a video, because
So,
that's what I do.
How did this recent situation happen where, what did you say? You said that I don't think the Raptors are going to win, and if they do, I'll wear
All
a
right,
dinosaur costume.
I'll read
On the
what
highway?
text messages I can read live
Okay.
right now.
No, I'll just trust you.
with me and Drake. Look,
Okay.
go to the text.
It does say Drake. There's a lot of puke emojis from you. Okay.
Yeah, because I was sick.
Okay.
Thursday, 3:20. Want to bet on the game with the like let's bet emoji. I
If
can't
I was
live.
Drake, I would say get your money up.
Hey, he said how much you want to give up. That was his response. Even if I got money, I'm always gonna be broke compared to Drake. So
Right.
my broke ass was like, haha, no money. If I lose, I dress up in a Raptor costume and stand on the Bay Bridge with a sign that says Canada beat us. If you win, you gotta tell everybody to go watch my new video for my song Flossing, and it's the best video of the year.
Okay.
He said, done. But your sign has to say Kawhi and Drake beat the Bay. I said, okay. Only if telling everybody to go watch my video consists of an IG post, a story post, and a tweet.
Coming in for the full brand deal. Like, this is exactly what I need.
Yeah. No,
and
I
a
mean,
tweet. Drake ain't tweeting shit. He ain't tweeted shit in years besides, like, his album links.
Yeah, and if he don't even run his own Twitter.
Yeah.
So he was like, I don't know my Twitter. I was like, all right, fuck Twitter then.
Every time he's ever responded to me on Instagram, that was the whole thing I was thinking about. Is like, is this really him? Like, like how many assistants could he have?
Nah,
that are
it's him.
Yeah, okay.
It's him.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
He a normal nigga when it come to that aspect. He on his own phone, like answering his own DMs. He just can't sort through like the thousands of fan shit. But if he know you,
But like, if you email Adam 22, you might not actually be talking to Adam 22. But so
that's
for
the email,
Drake, it's kind of like
that's
shit.
the email. That's
Yeah.
like a that sets a professional precedent.
People don't
when I'm
think-
sending an email.
Yeah, people don't think that. People are more accepting of the idea that your email could have an assistant answering it. Whereas, like, I don't want anyone helping me out with my DMs because I don't want them opening all those fucking DMs. I'm never going to be able to sort through the shit I actually want to respond to.
I got an assistant helping me with my DMs.
Oh, there you go.
He just can't open up if it's like a fine ass bitch. Unless she got a verified check, he can't open it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just cause like people send me nudes all the time, and that's and I feel like that's a break of confidentiality and agreement and consent. If a third party is looking at naked bitches who only was supposed to send stuff to me,
Well, that's interesting.
I feel like legally that also counts as the revenge porn thing, like when you leak people's nudes out of spite or like
Right.
unbeknownst to that party. So I don't want to get in any type of
That actually-
legal things,
that's
because
interesting.
literally girls send me nudes all the fucking time, and I'm a titty man.
I don't have that problem so much. I need more nudes in my
Yeah,
DMs.
I'm a titty man. I even do a thing called Titty Tuesdays with the Valentino Viper on my live sometime.
Okay.
Where women of all shapes and sizes come in, pull out their titties, and I praise them, let them know what I like about them, and then I move on to the next person.
You're like Lil B with the feet.
Yeah, but like less creepy and more encouraging.
you don't
And
make
less
them right
like hair in
Guapdad.
the armpits. I'm cool. Like if a female wants to do it, I got chicks from Berkeley and shit who like been in that earthy shit. But like
Compare yourself to
more
Lil B
titties.
though. You think you're kind of like the
I get compared
scammed
to
out
Lil B a lot.
You got a little bit of the same look.
Yeah, I mean, for one, we both got big noses. We both from the Bay.
He's known to rock a
We
do-rag.
both kind of pretty. He got do-rags, and we do like flamboyant shit from time to time.
Step outside the norm. You guys
Yeah.
are breaking barriers.
Yeah, so of course I get, and I'm a Lil B fan.
How can you not be?
I used to be in the task force, you know what I'm saying? Protecting Lil B at all times in every way, shape, or form. But now, as the lead, as a Ferragamo Falcon leader of the Armani Army, what my fan base is, I need protection myself. So I got to oversee my own protection and tap in with the Armani Army and seeing what they doing. So I had to step back from being a member of the task force in order to cultivate the Armani Army to grow into something bigger.
But when it comes down to it, still ready to fade for the base god, right?
All the times. I
All
still
day.
base out all my shoes. I don't care, Balenciagas or whatever.
You just mean wear them until they're dirty as hell and then keep wearing them?
Based out, baby.
I respect that.
Yeah. I live a bass mentality, too. I freestyle all my music for the most part. I top lining melodies. I just happen to be hella good at it, so people don't know.
Right. Wait, so that situation played out. Drake's team wins. You immediately go to the bridge with the dinosaur costume on. Either way, it's a win-win for you.
Wait. So look, I still tell you.
It's a win-win because
was
either
like-
way, you're about to get a shout out.
I mean, I had no idea that he was gonna post it.
Okay.
In the back, it was in the back of everybody's mind, but in my mind, I just wanted to like let him know that I'm a man of my word and like I took his end of the bet serious. Like I would expect him to fucking promo my shit because he lost. So like I got to do it. So I was like, if I lose, I'll fly to the Bay tomorrow and get it done. Deal? And he was like, is this a series bet? And I was like, it's a serious bet, but not on the series, because if y'all win tonight, that's the series.
Oh, right.
It was game 6. And he was like, LOL, okay. I sent him the chain emoji. He did the little thumbs up thing. And then we lost. And I said, well, let me start looking at flights. I said, just landed on my way to the bridge. He said, send me that vid. Then he's just like, ha. And I was like, yeah, we almost there. Then I did talk to him for a couple hours and he sent me the eyes.
He was really waiting.
and then I finally went to the bridge and I was like, man, don't ever say I don't keep my word. And then he flexed on me. Look, he's like, wow, this shit taking so long to download. LOL, I'm on the plane, meaning he's on his plane.
Right.
And then he called me and laughed. He was like, doing this little Drake laugh. It's just his rich Canadian laugh. And he hung up.
You don't think that he was on like a regular commercial plane, about to like fiddling with his phone, trying to pay Delta
He's
$9.99 for an hour of Wi-Fi?
He's on Air Drake.
I know.
He's literally on Air Drake.
Which they gave him for free. That's
the biggest
fucked up.
finesse.
That's insane.
I thought I'd get shit for free, like select alcohol things. Who I love to drink.
Yeah, every time somebody gives me like a quarter of weed for free, I'm looking at it like, oh my God, I hit the
Yeah.
lotto. A plane. That's different.
And then the video didn't send. Couldn't send it. And then at like 9 on Friday, I seen that it sent. We're not connected to Wi-Fi. Obviously, he had landed. And he didn't even respond in a text message. He just went on Instagram and commented on my video. And then it posted on his in like the same 2 minutes. And I texted him like, man, you didn't have to post it. I didn't expect that. And then it was just love.
Right.
It was just love.
It's like we're seeing a different version of Drake with all this basketball hysteria, because it's like the thing, he's not going to get out of pocket and allow himself to be insanely excited publicly about music that often.
Yeah.
But he's just outwardly living his experience with this basketball shit.
Yeah.
Like you're just seeing a Drake that you haven't seen in a while. He's usually so calm and collected.
Literally, Air Drake, the plane, was doing laps around the city of Toronto, meaning they got cleared
Right.
for all that airspace
Wow.
yesterday for like hours.
That's crazy.
What? You know how much it costs to fuel a 747
Yeah.
or a 757? He probably
They
got
said
the.
80 grand.
I was thinking like 50, but yeah, whatever.
Something like that.
Thousands
Yes.
to just fly in circles, my nigga. And that literally means that they would have to have rerouted other planes flying over supposed airspace in that allotted amount of time.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane. Didn't they say the team flew home with him?
Yeah.
That's amazing too.
And they now practice at the OVO athletics facility.
Do they really? Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Drake is Canada.
He really is.
That's my nigga, man. Shout out to Drake. I'm like the only nigga from the Bay who he did some shit with. And I'm the only like young nigga that he did posted out. And he didn't even have to, but he still was like, man, because I already know everybody, all the team, all his boys seen the video and shit because I fuck with them.
Yeah.
And he didn't even have to shout it out. He was like, man, everybody go watch Flossing. The shit is actually hard. Like, I know this nigga in the dinosaur's costume or whatever. We partners. Fuck that shit. Go watch the video.
Right.
And I was like, what? Scroll down his Instagram since he started it. You can't see a post like that ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's rare.
Super rare. And I got a lot of love for him.
That's crazy. That's a very legendary finesse right there. What do you consider your other like greatest finesses in terms of the industry?
Oh, man, I finessed Chance the Rapper.
Really?
For a feature.
How?
I tweeted him.
Uh-huh.
And I said, let me finesse you for some music.
Your Twitter scamming is going to go over much smoother once they get your ass verified. Because
I don't even know. Oh, no, because when we first applied for it, they wasn't verifying people at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because
they
all that alt-right shit was happening.
Yeah. That's why I thought I wasn't going to be able to get verified, and then one day it just happened.
I didn't think that you was at the time, too, because you weren't when I wasn't.
Because I was on some shit on Twitter,
Yeah.
and it's harder to get verified when you got a swear word in your name.
Yeah, and you got the fucking, you're white, and you had the face tattoos and shit, and you was looking exactly how, like, all the people who shouldn't be followed
Posting videos of my dick and shit.
It was wild.
Actually, that's one of my rules I have for my Twitter is that I don't retweet anything where my dick is out. Because there's like all these videos on like Riley Reed's Twitter and my girl's Twitter and shit, of them just slobbing my fucking knob.
Yeah.
And I won't post that. You got to go find that on theirs.
I heard a song with Riley Reed rapping, and she was saying, nigga, what's up with that?
There was this group in Florida called Metro Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know Metro Zoo.
Yeah, they wrote
SoundCloud
that.
legends.
They wrote that for her, which I think is pretty funny. It doesn't really excuse her.
Yeah, I mean, she still decided to do it, and I can't excuse that at all.
No, yeah. It's a weird decision on her part. That was a long time ago. It was like 2012 or something.
I wasn't fucking with that, and
Yeah.
You know who she banked with?
Who?
Riley Reed.
No, I don't. I could try to find out, though.
Yeah, just let me know.
So that's how it works? You're willing to come back into the scamming game if you find a good target that's a white girl who has once rapped the N-word? Are you coming for V Nasty next?
V Nasty from Oakland, so we got a different understanding.
Oh, good.
V Nasty actually performed at one of the Project xparties like years ago. I'm cool with Debbie, and Keyshawn's a homie, great person.
Right.
I loved him. I like Gucci. Gucci was definitely ahead of his time.
That was a moment.
It was fire. I loved it because the beat was so weird. Lil Debbie always been hella fucking fine to me, so I was like, I'm fucking with this.
Lil Debbie, I found myself on her Instagram the other day. She's still going.
Yeah, no, she doing
Still doing her thing.
Shout out Lil Debbie. Shout out Keyshawn. I don't know where V Nasty at.
V Nasty.
But like, I never cared about that shit. In the Bay, and I will say this, because I don't want to seem insensitive to my people who like know me on Twitter, because I really do champion for like white people not saying nigga.
Right.
But in the Bay, it's harder to approach because it's such a mixing pot, and we all was broke. We all was broke, literally. I got Cambodian and Asian and like just other POC who was saying nigga, and I never stopped them. I never even think that it was wrong. I was just raised by my parents and even my Filipino grandma, who was just like, yeah, if a white person says that, it's a problem, hit them.
Really?
Or tell an adult who can hit them. It was always like, we need to be physical.
So and you knew it was a serious thing from a young age.
Yeah, I mean, West Oakland, I went to school called Martin Luther King, and we watched Roots. We had to write a 2-paragraph essay in first grade. 2 paragraphs is a shit ton of words in first grade.
Roots is an intense movie for a first grader.
About the importance of roots.
Yeah.
And the importance of combating, it was always physical. Because West Oakland, my grandma used to date Huey P. Newton.
Wow.
So, like, on my end, it was always radical protection of blackness.
Okay.
That's where I come from. So, to combat that mentally, I was raised around all these other races, and they were just as broke as me. We shopping, we sharing food, we putting $2 together so we could put the cheese on the Doritos at the corner store. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the motherfucking the Arizona, you get the honey bun. We microwave that shit, split it in half type shit. Like, just like broke kid shit.
I will say though that I've been to the Bay, and it feels like every white girl out there just has no fucking clue. They think they're so gangster, and they're saying whatever the fuck they want to say. And some of them,
and that's because
some of them really are like that.
And that's because niggas in the hood let that shit slide because they don't know. They don't compare it to the hardships of the world. It's so easy to get encapsulated in the hood that you know. And if the hood that you know is recognizing that as something that's okay, then why would you disagree? These are people who not taking any type of classes on current events. They're not watching the news.
They're not clued into what people are getting offended by.
Exactly.
On the internet,
like this whole generation of I don't want to say oversensitive because I do feel like the approach on masculinity and toxic masculinity in that case is a good revamp of the current mentality in like the black community and the culture in general. But they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They only know what's the direct shit. Like, niggas is dying. That's when I watch the news because my niggas is dying. And other than that, nigga, I'm in the field. And my daddy was letting the white bitch say nigga because she just as broke as us and her mama was like buying crack from us, you know what I'm saying? Or her daddy was selling it with us. It's all just mud talk. So when it comes to specifics like that, I can't really be nitpicky. It's just something that I need to maybe have a talk with somebody else or approach it because, like, now, ooh, I just spit that. Can I get a napkin? Thank you. I just don't like to be around no type of filth, especially in this type of environment. It's weird to me.
I understand that.
So it get tricky with that sort of shit, and I'm learning how to navigate that. And maybe I need to talk with people to better educate myself to how to approach that when I come around it. But as of now, when it comes to people from the Bay who I know specifically was for some struggle, I still don't know how to approach it, but I'm learning.
Right.
I ain't perfect. I'm hella smart. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually probably one of the smartest niggas ever. But
no,
you're
definitely a smart guy.
I ain't perfect.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll roll with ever. Why not? Fuck it.
Oh.
What do you got coming up? What's on the table for Guapdad?
Man,
Flossing videos out, but you're not actually
out.
Flossing. You're not doing that backpack kid dance.
No. I'm flossing like Mike Jones and Big Mo flossing. Okay? I'm flossing like Mac Dre.
Pulling up in the candy slabs.
Come on. I love Texas music.
Me too.
It's always been handy because Texas music, especially production-wise, is all the same instruments. It's just 30 BPM slower.
We just had Lil Flip in here, and he was freestyling.
Oh,
my
first
God.
of all, that's so relevant.
It was so
because
fucking tight.
Lil Flip was the first nigga I seen to get his dick sucked in the music video.
Really?
Oh, no. Slim Thug.
Okay.
Slim Thug. Lil Flip tried to do it after Slim Thug didn't work.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Slim Thug was the first one and Lil Flip tried to imitate because Lil Flip was like being hella combative.
When I think about getting your dick sucked in the music video, I think about Broke Boy.
Yeah.
Broke Boy. Remember Cardi?
Playboy Cardi definitely did it.
I was like, how the fuck is that not getting deleted off YouTube? Meanwhile, I made a vlog where you could see a girl touching my boner through my shorts. You could very vaguely see the outline of my boner.
Yeah.
Gone. I'm like, how's Cardi getting dome and he's not getting his shit deleted?
Because you white.
Yeah, and they got very different standards for music videos and vlogs. So vlogs feel too real.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Cardi definitely did it before me. With one bitch, though.
Broke Boy.
I got my dick sucked by 2 bitches in the flossing video.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody who hit me like, oh, Cardi, Broke Boy, yeah. No, shout out to Playboy Cardi. I fuck with him. I fuck with his whole team. I love him.
But that was real
Right.
top? It wasn't music video top where they're just sort of pretending they're top?
No, I got my dick sucked actually.
Okay.
I actually, here, look, hold on. I think I got a video on my phone.
Yeah, let me see the
where
other angle.
I got another angle. Hold on. You finna see, nigga, because I'm literally getting my dick sucked in a parking lot downtown LA. And I'm right in front of Bank of America, Chase, and all the things that the scam gods would consider homage.
Wow.
I did
That's
that
why
as
you chose to bust it down there?
Yeah, I mean, it's only right. It's only right. It's only right. Damn, where's this video at? let me find this shit. Hold on, because ain't nobody did this. So yeah, Cardi did it. Yeah, I can't take away from that. But I'm the only person ever in the history of rap that got his dick sucked in a music video, actually by 2 females, not 1.
Was there anybody on
simultaneously?
Was there any
in tandem?
Was there anyone on set that you were worried about seeing that? Because if there was like maybe if it's just like the homies, I'm not gonna be worried about it. But if there's like some girl who's working there, she's an assistant, I'm gonna be thinking about is she gonna get offended? Is this a lawsuit?
All right. So first of all, how this shit even worked was we shot it in a random parking lot, and there was people in that parking lot. So like I remember somebody sent me the Pornhub link, and Hakeem originally tweeted it out. That's
Sus.
that was
Hakeem out here paying attention to Guapdad's dick.
Bruh, he was like, I just seen Guapdad on Pornhub.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, because it was making its rounds. It just hadn't hit me yet.
Okay.
And I was like, what?
You're looking through your text with a specific person right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is like my homie and my manager, and we do stuff like this. So I'm trying to figure out where the fuck this Hey, do you got the video where I'm in the parking lot? Because I don't know where this shit is
Now
at.
his manager is also searching for the top video.
Yeah, nah, because, I mean, I did put it on Twitter, but I don't feel like looking through.
No, that would take forever.
It'd take forever.
I was just thinking about scrolling through my media tab to find something that I posted a couple months ago, and I was just like, oh my God, it's going to take me like 30 minutes.
Oh, here it is. Perfect.
Whoa, there they go.
Yep.
Damn, who is them girls?
One of them actually does porn now. Her name's Nikki Snow. Shout out to Nikki Snow.
Gang.
I support her in all her endeavors. She actually wanted to pull up today, but
Really?
something happened in her family that she had to take care of.
Really?
Yeah. So she was gonna pull up, and
Right.
she builds Gundams and shit, and I build Gundams.
What's a Gundam?
Gundam is an anime mecha. It's probably one of the most famous ones outside of like Evangelion
Okay.
and shit like that. And she builds models, paints them. So do I. And I was gonna have her bring some, and we was gonna build some live, but unfortunately some family stuff popped up today, so she couldn't come. But shout out to Nikki Snow. If you on OnlyFans or MyCam or whatever she's on, you just follow her on Instagram. Go ahead and support her. Shout out to all my sex workers. I support y'all.
Well, that's a good point.
And then the other girl is the homegirl Tasia, and she was just like, I'm down to fuck with it.
I'm going to suck this dick.
Yep, and she did.
I mean, just chewing that thing.
Deliciously so.
It's here for you.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because I had to warm up. I never done porn. I obviously fucked a lot of bitches, and I'm overtly sexual. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I want to get my dick sucked in the music video. That's how it started. I tweeted out, I want to get my dick sucked in the music video.
Right.
I need a lady to do it in the Los Angeles area. 3 hours, 4 hours passed. We had like 150 submissions. And I was just going through it with me and my niggas. Like, hey, who should suck my dick in this video? I was trying to pick one girl, and then I narrowed it down to 3. Unfortunately, the third girl couldn't arrive due to transportation issues. And I had already Ubered the other 2 girls from so far.
2 will do.
And I was like, all right, I'm going to just be with y'all 2.
Yeah.
As soon as they came, they signed the waivers.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, they signed the waivers, and we moved forward. They was ready to suck dick. It's kind of awkward at first, and then like we warmed up throughout shooting the other scenes, and you know, I'm a player nigga, so it's not like I was awkward. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm showing them a good time, getting them drunk. They hungry, we getting food, we got pizza. You know what I'm saying? We actually played Mario Kart.
Eat pizza, suck a dick. Eat pizza, suck a dick. Play Mario Kart, suck a dick.
You know what I'm saying? They the homie Nicky liked guns, and the homie had his deagle on him. He like, you want to see the deagles? He pulled out the deagle. She taking in the park and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. Like this shit was
shooting in the parking lot.
It was a vibe. Nobody actually shot any firearms. But it was just a vibe, man. And when it came time for them to suck dick, whipped it out, and it was ready to suck dick.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful. Nikki was doing her thing. Tasia was shy at first, and then she kind of dove in, started getting the balls like, and then Nikki was on the tip, and then next thing I know, the whole thing's drenching. I'm trying to like not water damage the camera because they was really going in.
You gotta think about your jeans too.
And I took them off.
These true religions.
I had a one of a kind
fucked up.
outfit. I had a one of a kind outfit from the homie Sean. He owns a brand called Flowers.
Okay.
And that's who that whole outfit was by. And he had no idea I was finna do some out of pocket shit like that. He probably wouldn't have proved it because he's a more conservative guy and he's got a fiance or a girlfriend. I don't know how far their legal commitment is with they love, but they're together.
Okay.
So I didn't want to be disrespectful and ask him like, hey, can I get my dick sucked in the parking lot in this outfit? That's one of a kind that nobody else got that you haven't dropped yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I just did it. And then I told him, and he was still like supporting me. He was just like, just don't,
Yeah, no nut.
yeah, tag me in anything with like your dick out.
And minimal slobber.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're gonna be rocking
So
my
he was
outfit.
cool with that, and that whole outfit was one of one.
Right.
From a brand called Flowers. I'm still down with him. He'll still let me pull stuff for other music videos. Very talented dude. I met him through my cousin Christian, who like has always been helping me creatively.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how that shit worked out, and it was amazing. At first, they was sucking a nigga, and I was on gummy worm for a while. Then I upgraded to sour gummy worm, and then we got from sour gummy worm to stale gummy worm, and then I was just full
like a real snake.
yeah, I was not even snake, man. I was fucking Statue of Liberty.
Wow.
The original one, the black one, before they changed it to a white woman.
It was a black one, wasn't it from France?
In France. Yeah. I'm glad you know that.
Yeah.
It made me happy.
It was a gift from France. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was black.
But I didn't know there was a black version at
Because
first.
there's two.
Oh,
There was two. And the original one was a black woman.
really? Uh-huh. That's amazing. I saw like a 60-year-old black dude standing on the corner earlier, and he was so jacked. And I was just like, man, there ain't no white guys looking like that when they're 60.
Not at all.
No.
I know white niggas that's like 18 and they look 60 years old already.
Yeah, we aged
How old
out.
are you?
35.
Well, you don't look hella old. You just a big nigga.
I never really had a job.
You just hella big, so you know what I'm saying? But you don't look 35.
I feel
If
like...
you told me you was 29, I believe you.
Let me put it this way. That hoodie, you could probably wear that hoodie 20 times. Nobody's going to notice shit. If it was a white hoodie,
Yeah.
you wear it once, it's getting dirty as fuck. It gets worn out real quick, you know?
Whoa, this is the best analogy ever.
White tees don't last you very long.
No, they don't.
And this skin, this shit I've been carrying around, this shit is burning in the sun. It's getting a little splotchy, you know?
Yeah, I can understand why mentally deficient members of the white race end up hating people of color because there's so many benefits that they don't have naturally. So subconsciously, they hate that.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
At least a little bit of it's got
That's
to
a
be
good
due
point.
to that.
That's some social commentary. We need to just make it a side piece.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think racism comes from somewhere. It is weird to think about.
Everything imbued in hate comes from either insecurity or ignorance.
Yeah. But we're just taught to hate the other. You know, like anyone who's not you is like, you grow up in a neighborhood. Because, when I think about it too, I knew, like I was interviewing this hardcore singer one time and I asked him about that. Because I was asking, like, did you ever come close to like getting into some racist shit, basically, is what I was asking. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, you're growing up in the fucking 80s in Boston. I know what it's like in Boston. It's super fucking racist. And he was like,
Boston got the worst accent all time.
thank you. I got a little twinge of it in there. But basically his response was like, he's like, I had beef with every other block in our neighborhood, every other fucking crew, period. So he's like, of course we got beef with the black dudes. They're like completely different than us. We can't relate to them. Yeah. And I was kind of thinking about it like that. And I'm like, if you don't have access to people sort of like informing you and letting you know that race is not a great thing to base your judgment on somebody of, it's like, you're going to end up beefing with people who are different than you one way or another,
Yeah. No, I mean, it's in human nature to be combative. Fight or flight is a genetic response imbued in DNA. So, of course, when people are faced with something that is completely different, the antithesis of anything that is their reality, I can see why it could be combative. But it's up to you as a human and as somebody who is possible of greater cognitive thought than just animalistic impulses.
Exactly, yeah.
To move beyond that and say, well, why? Why? That the white preacher, I mean, why?
But people
It's
are
like
still
that.
so drawn towards basing their framing of the world around these like prehistoric concepts.
I mean, you got to look at the country we in. Everybody on the news till this day is talking about the fucking Constitution and all these things that like white niggas who didn't even have a dentist made. And that's what this whole country is based on. So like that's why they say the system is set up to fail, regardless if it's set up for black people to fail or other people to fail. It's set up for really everybody to fail. The only people who managed to remain afloat is white people because they had the biggest head start. But either way, it's a stupid system. Because
what you just said is very true.
And that's just how I feel about everything. So when I meet people who are blatantly racist, I got to approach them with an understanding that they are mentally inferior or raised in a way where they don't know anything else. Ignorance is not something that I'm willing to forgive, but it's something that I'm willing to understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I approach it in that way.
No, totally. Because I mean, my family lives out here, but I used to like go back to New Hampshire, see my friends from back in the day, and oh my God, so much stupid shit comes out of their mouths, and some of it's racist, and it's kind of like there's a little bit of me that wants to just remove myself from that conversation. It's like, bro, I cannot be around people who fucking talk like this or who think that shit's funny or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like you have to be able to engage with people if you want to be able to have any kind of. A lot of people who say shit that's racist because they think it's funny or cool or whatever. If you were to actually like confront them and just say like, bro, like that's not cool. Like they're not the type of people who are gonna stand by their stupid beliefs. They're gonna at least reconsider. Although realistically, you might then leave and then they're gonna be talking about you like this fucking idiot telling me I shouldn't say that N-word.
Nah, it's I'm good at manipulation because I come from pimping. And it's all about the most thing that I ever most important thing that I ever learned in pimping and just general manipulation in the human psyche is most people are ready to fold. Especially from a mental standpoint, they don't know how to fight, so they'll flight. So if you put somebody in a lesser pocket, most of the time, they'll get in that pocket. So with people who are less knowledgeable of that type of thing when it comes to race relations and how they should be dealing with other genuine humans and life, if you really approach them in that way to where you just know that you are superior in your level of thought, they will fold. And that's how you stop all the chatter when you leave, because they'll sound stupid if they bring it up again to everybody else that was around there. They'll literally sound dumb as fuck if they bring it up again after you sun them in the most player way. If I be fucking Farrakhan and like you know what I'm saying, then it'll come off too intellectual or too pompous. But if I play the player role and let you know, like, nah, you shouldn't feel like that because that's actually dumb. And then let me tell you why it's dumb, but like I'm still your partner because I'm trying to figure it out. And I know you human and I'm human, but that's dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like talking to a child.
Yeah.
And that's how I approach people with racist habits, racist ideals, or things that they may be ignorant of that they don't know is that. Because once you son somebody, they got no choice but to be a teenager after that.
That's a fact. Yo, I appreciate you coming through. We just did an hour and a half. Or no, hour 23.
Yeah.
That was good.
You don't think he look like Kid Cudi?
I could see it.
Every time I see this nigga, I'm like, he looked like Kid Cudi with dreads. It's off-putting.
We got to pull up the side-by-side photo of a Lou. Everybody starts throwing Lou in the conversation lately. Somebody was talking about Lou getting beat up or something. Who was that saying that?
You lost a fight?
No, but they were just like hypothetically saying like, what if he got beat up for being down with you? Like something. And I'm like, he's just sitting over there. You don't got to involve him. Anyway, I appreciate you coming through, man. Everybody go follow Guapdad 4000.
Yeah, I'm Guapdad 4000 on everything. If you like what I'm talking about and you like everything, I'm dropping an album sometime in the late summer. I don't got the date yet, but it's called Dior Deposits. I got all your favorites. I got all the rap legends on there, except for Drake maybe. But who you want? I got Chance the Rapper.
J. Cole.
J. Cole is that's alleged.
You went to the Dreamville sessions.
I'm on J. Cole's album and I'm on the Dreamville album.
Really?
So by the time my album comes out, I'll be on both of those.
Really?
Yeah. I'm on Dreamville album multiple times.
That's got to be our next interview is when we're going to talk about that.
Hey, I mean, look, by the time we have another interview, I'm going to be on so many people's album because nobody on here knows like what I'm actually doing. Like I'm on everybody's album because I'm hella fucking good. Jid, Boz, Ari Lennox's next project, hopefully. Buddy, me and him work all the time. We just did some fire shit over some Pharrell beats.
Damn.
Homies back from the Bay, like G-Eazy, working with Kehlani now. That's like the little sis. Love you.
I saw you saying that her daughter was your niece. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kehlani, like, you know what I'm saying, she had a little history with my little brother, and that's how we got close.
Okay.
But more importantly, I just used to fuck all the bitches from Berkeley High.
Uh-huh.
Because that's where all the bad bitches is. If you from the Bay, you know all the bad bitches at Berkeley High. Like the rich hoes at Skyline, bad ones at Berkeley High. And that's how we got cool. But like, aside from that, I love her. I love her daughter. I love everything that she been through. Because Kehlani really from the mud like me.
Right.
Making music with her, like, I'm literally, like, everybody on the album. I got a song with Bryson Tiller. Got songs with Wale and the City Girls on his album.
Whoa.
We did some shit with DA, got that dope on his shit. On my shit, man, who am I missing? I need. Oh, Maxo Creams on my shit. God.
Remember when I ordered those salads? Boom.
They're here. Yeah, I got Maxo on my shit. We got some shit with Key in the air. Like, I'm just sweet. I'm dropping a Mozzie record in July. Me and Mozzie. So if you like Mozzie and you like scamming, that's what I'm talking about.
And I love scamming. I've been listening to that new Mozzie album a lot.
Oh, then you gonna love this song that I got. It's like literally some hard shit. It's nothing friendly, but in the video, I'm in Vegas, Mozzie's there. I got like 6 bitches in the bathtub. I bounced out completely naked at one point. It's fun. It's fun. I do wild shit because I like that type of shit.
You should do a whole music video naked and just have your dick blurred out, censored the whole time. That's a great idea.
I mean, first of all,
Pause, but
you talking to the nigga that will do it.
I know.
I'll do it. It's just about the song.
Yeah.
G-Eazy, Tory Lanez, Day on the album.
These are all on my list of things that I was supposed to ask you about, but we're gonna get into we'll wait till the J. Cole shit comes out and then we'll reconvene and discuss it.
We could do part 2. This could just be the introduction. And I've been waiting to do this, but I know like the timing was always weird. But it's a good time now because
I think it was a good time.
So much music is about to roll out. And then people could really get acquainted with me as an artist and be like, oh man, that shit is hard, as opposed to me just like going viral and then popping up here. Right. Because I go viral by accident. I could make a video about like socks and sandals, which I kind of like brought back. And then
that's me on any given day. I got socks and sandals all the time.
Man, shout out to Teva. I fuck with Teva.
Because I leave the gym and I just come straight here. So it's just I look in my trunk and I'm like, what, am I gonna put on some Vans? No,
I'm
gonna put on
designing
these
some
sandals.
slides with Sandal Boys. You ever heard of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my guys. I'm designing some slides.
Yeah, I was cool with them. My friend Fran used to work there, and they stopped working there, and then I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah, nah, I'll bring you a sample of mine, and you can see they're hella clean.
Let's do it. That's actually the reason why I've never had like Gucci slides, is because I always had the Sandal Boys ones. Yeah. But I ain't got a package in a long time.
I mean, honestly, Gucci slides are pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I've had a lot. As a frequent Nordstrom's patron, I had a lot of Gucci slides.
I'm taking a lot of product out of that building.
Yeah, Ferragamo, all of that shit. I am the Ferragamo Falcon. Shout out to Ferragamo, even though I really haven't tapped in with them in a while. I had basically all the slides.
Right.
Sandal Boys is just comfortable. And after they like BBC collab, I'm tapping in. They tapped in with me. Now we doing a collab. It's going to be fire.
When I was doing the Soulja Boy interview, he looked down at my Sandal Boys sandals and he goes, what kind of sneakers them is? And I was like, well, first off, they're sandals.
Last time I was here, I FaceTimed Soulja Boy.
Right?
Did you see that?
Really?
That's crazy. Last time y'all interviewed a group of bitches. Before y'all had some bitches in here, like 3 bitches. They're not artists. The Blackout Girls.
That's what I was talking about with the orgy that then they got so drunk.
All right, look. So I randomly, like, Hakeem was like, hey, yeah, the Blackout Girls was here. They fucking crazy, blah, blah, blah. Soulja Boy also came, and I was like, oh, I'm finna call Soulja Boy. I'm cool with Soulja. Shout out Big Gucci Soulja. Yeah. Big Gucci Soulja fucks with Big Fanam. And we chill. I still got to get it. I'm still singing your hoodie, blood.
Free Soulja.
Yeah, no, as soon as get in contact with Soulja, I'm gonna give him a hoodie, send it to his estate, so I could be waiting on him because this is my hoodie and my do rag, and Soulja Boy has put in a request for everything.
That's actually so tragic to think the Soulja Boys are rotting in a cell right now.
I can't wait for him to be free.
He needs to be free. He was having the best year.
I love Soulja Boy, and what was saucy about it is Soulja Boy really scammed us.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy told everybody he had to come back and didn't even come back until he told people he was coming back.
He had to come back by lying and telling everybody he was having the best comeback.
Already came back. That's the cleanest shit ever.
Yeah.
That's the cleanest shit ever. So that's when, he DM'd me. He like shit, didn't he DM me? It was like, Big Gucci Soulja fucks with you. It was like, Big Finesse fucks with you, nigga. Let's work. So I pulled up and we were supposed to start on music, but Soulja Boy work a lot like me, and we just kind of go with the flow, and the flow just wasn't on some rap shit.
What were y'all doing? Scamming?
There's 1,000 bitches there.
You fucked a bitch with Soulja Boy?
Why they gotta be single? Why couldn't it be plural?
Damn, that's lit too, though. But you're not above that? You're not above, like, banging chicks with your homie?
Oh, nuh-uh. See, I told you I come from the mud. Me, my niggas, Darian, Skylar, Vaughn,
my homies I bang girls with.
No. We used to run bitches.
My little sex team.
Before it was like, see, now it's weird. In the current climate today, I would refrain from it unless a girl fully expressed her sober consent that as this is what she wanted. I would refrain from it because the environment is too shaky, and I'm not a rapey dude at all. There's not a rapey bone in my body. You know what I'm saying? So
you definitely don't want them doing anything.
I like to change with the times. Now the climate is not, but 6 years ago, yes, the fuck it was, and we wasn't raping nobody. We wasn't out of pocket. Like I'm still friends with all them girls to this day. They ask when they come to LA, can I take them to the club and shit? It was just like it was just a different time. So back then, hell yeah, we used to run girls. We had girls who would like want to do it and just plan it ahead of time. Like, yo, this is my off day. Let's all turn up. I'm finna come over.
My off day from the strip club.
They come to 10th Street, and shout out to I'm actually been contemplating like getting it tatted on my face. Probably the only face tat I'll ever get real life.
10th Street.
1176 is the address of the house I grew up in. We just lost it to basically gentrification in West Oakland. It's my grandma's house, and that's where a lot of this shit was going on with like the people that you hear about. Like I met Kehlani at that house. That's where she came to come tap in with me. I met Sweetie at that house.
Ooh.
I Am Sue, Cool John, all the, like the Bay Factors been through that house. Like if Dage, one of the biggest DJs and like tastemakers in the Bay, came through, and he was there on the last day. It's something that's still heavy to me, so I don't want to talk about it too much. But like if y'all ever see me with a face tat, I didn't do it for clout. I did it for love, and it's probably the only thing I ever get on my face, really small.
For 1176.
1176, 10th Street.
Guapdad 4000. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me, man.
It was good. It was a good conversation.
Yeah.
Rarely does a new artist get an hour and a half on here, but we just breezed through that. If I didn't have to eat these salads, we might do too.
Man, I could talk forever, so I'm going to just shut up now.
All right. Yeah,
Buy my merch, Guapdad 4000.
We'll do it again when I can use J. Cole in the title and the clickbait, and we'll just do another round.
Hey, and honestly, I'm so cool with J. Cole, I'll just tell him.
Yeah.
Like, I send J. Cole music all the time, and he'll send me feedback like in 3 minutes.
Really?
I kid you not.
That's lit.
I'll prove it right now if you want me to call the bluff.
Yeah, I'll let you. I'll
yeah, like that's my guy. So shout out J. Cole. Just know I'm going to use you for clout on the next one.
Appreciate you, man. No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Guapdad 4000. RIPX, 1 year. Appreciate you, man.
Man, that's heavy.
Heavy. Peace.